Hey everybody, welcome back into the to story place to adventure story
Adventure Story Place.
adventure story
Hell
place.
yeah.
No, welcome back to Avved, our D&D campaign. Thanks everybody for being here. If you weren't here for the last stream, for the live stream, of course, there is a VOD up on Claire's YouTube channel. Would strongly encourage you to go check that out. It's a good 3-ish hours worth of what I would say is pretty quality entertainment, pretty quality stuff. We introduce all of our characters and kind of get to know the world of Avved a little bit, this homebrew D&D campaign setting that we're playing in, and kind of get a feel for what the life of a scraptic, the job that all of these characters have, is like, where they go out into the dangerous sands of Avved looking for scraps of technology, scraps of technology, to find them and bring them back. Now, not everything necessarily went exactly according to plan last time, but that's where fun and adventure comes in for sure. So our group got assigned to go to a place called the Hex, which was like kind of this really huge, somewhat futuristic, kind of gigantic train engine. Like the engine car of a train, but it was essentially pretty well buried into a huge sand dune some hundreds of years ago, some length of time that we're not exactly sure, a long time ago. And their job was to get into this thing, search through it, try to find some pieces of technology for them to bring back to hopefully have somebody back in Draketh, the hometown that we're based out of for this one, be able to take those pieces of tech and pieces of scrap technology and be able to do something with them that might make people's lives a little bit better in this kind of harsh environment. As the team got down into the spot where they were going to be looking for those old pieces of technology, they were attacked by a bunch of defensive, like, patrol bot kind of things. They had been told that this area was long dormant, that these robots shouldn't be active at all, and yet they were. They got into a fight. They were able to defeat these little defense bot things, little like stabber bots and some shocky bot kind of a deal. And when they were finished with that, they started to pick through some of those pieces of technology, still working, so probably pretty valuable. They found this small, like, handheld device on a console. And what Rain, one of our characters, had determined through some pretty good rolls was that this piece of technology, whatever it was, seemed like it wasn't something old. It seemed like it was something brand new, something that none of the characters in the party had ever seen the likes of before. And right when they started to kind of put these pieces together, they heard a door open behind them. They were told that this door was a vault door, that there's something behind this door, but no one in the 100+ years of scraptic work has ever been able to even make a dent in the thing, let alone open it. And yet, when they turned around, they saw someone standing in the threshold of this door wearing like a clean room suit. The face guard was polarized, so they couldn't see into it. They couldn't see who it is or what it is. But just as they laid eyes on this being for the first time, that's where our session ended. And that's going to be kind of right where we pick up for this one, everybody. So before we get into that moment, does anybody in the party have any questions, any outstanding queries that you'd like to ask before we get into it?
I would like to. I would like to admire Odin's cat first before we do anything else.
Oh my god, hello!
Oh my
baby!
Wait, what's the name?
Baby cat.
Baby cat!
Baby cat?
Yeah. It's a baby cat.
Precious.
Man, that's not a baby. That's a baby.
That's a big baby.
Oh my god.
That is an absolute unit.
Fully automatic cat.
Fully automatic. Yeah, make sure the safety's on with that thing. Holy
That's
moly.
right. Oh my goodness.
Do some damage. Cat responsibly.
A lesson for us all.
But no, to answer to no other questions at this time from me.
Any other questions or queries, anybody, before we get going?
I've got some outstanding queers, my friends. Here.
Hey!
Outstanding.
I almost want to boo, but like that was well done.
No, it was good. No, it was. I mean,
That was good.
good.
Jeez, Claire.
If it were you, if it
Unlike-
were Manger, I would have booed probably. Because I have to be I have to be consistent.
Unlike every big business in America, we support queer people throughout the entire year and not just during June.
We're just a little more obnoxious in June, but yes, true.
Okay, well, with that, we will kind of get into it, everybody, as I start some scene-setting music up here in Tabletop Simulator. The engine's control room is pin-drop quiet, save for the occasional spark from the defense drones laying in pieces at your feet. The figure doesn't move from the threshold of what you know as the vault door. It turns its head toward each one of you, the polarized face guard completely obstructing its face. You notice the same emblem from the device's light show emblazoned on the left side of the clean suit's chest. You see the person look toward Rain's hands and they freeze. And you don't need to know, or you don't need to do a perception check to know that they're staring at the device in her hands. What do you as a party do?
I'm gonna step in front of Rain.
As you step in front of her, you see the figure tense up, but they're not retreating, they're not running, they're not attacking or anything like that. They just kind of tense up.
Who are you?
That polarized face guard betrays nothing. And you just see the figure staring at you from the threshold.
Is it, can we tell, is it a human or are they like a, I don't know, like an android, walking piece of tech, something like that?
I thought you were gonna say
Great
Pikachu.
The walking
It's a walking
Or they
Pikachu.
walking Pikachu.
Picture you in the inflatable Pikachu.
one of the inflatable Pikachu. I described it as like a clean room suit, but I do think we need to retcon that it's been a Pikachu. Entire time. Yeah, it's important. It's that was the direction of a story I hadn't considered, and that's on me. No, I think you can make an investigation check if you would like. You can make a medicine check even if you want. Kind of trying to determine like some biology of it maybe, and anybody that wants to can make the same check.
I will make the medicine check. I have pretty high medicine.
Oh.
That's a 17.
It's a 17 for medicine. CaptainOden / Tully, what was your check?
Perception, and it would be a 15.
I think you got to go with investigation for this rather than perception.
I'm so sorry. That's what I meant, but I was looking at the wrong. It would be an 18.
Okay, very nice. Anybody else, Ari or Rain, want to make a check as well? You don't have to.
Sure. That would be a 20, yes?
Yep.
A
Yep, D20.
D20. Okay.
How do we?
You got
I
that
don't
roll
know.
button down and to the right.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
An investigation check.
Damn,
I did
Soup.
not-
One.
Consistent.
Wow.
Damn. Can't be wasting all my good rolls.
I did a medicine check. I only got a 7.
at the beginning.
7?
7?
7?
So I think everyone except for Ari, unfortunately, in this situation, just like kind of take stock in Ari. I mean, you got stabbed in the shoulder by a stabber bot a little while ago. You're still
I
like,
forgot all about that.
it's been really not long since that happened. So I'm just gonna say like maybe you're still a little kind of off kilter. Everybody else though, I mean, it doesn't strike you as mechanical. That's what I'll say. But really, anything past that, you're not really gonna pick up too much. With that really good roll that Rain had, Rain, I will tell you that you take particular notice that the being's hands, the person's hands, have 5 fingers each.
5?
Yep.
Okay.
It's a regular
that
number.
Could mean anything.
True.
5 fingers on each one of those little hand boys.
All right, so I think that Tully trying to take the lead a little bit will kind of softly, kind of like gently step forward just a little bit and hello there.
It takes a hesitant step back, not a full step, but like a half a step backwards, straight back into the vault door. They're not, again, the door's not closed or anything like that. By the way, if you'll remember, you guys are up at the front of the car, like that front of the engine area. So you're a good like 50 feet away from the vault door where you're currently standing. I know that part of the map is gone now, but just to kind of give you an idea about the distance here. They take like half a step back into that like sort of entrance of the vault door. But they don't say anything.
Definitely during this, like when Elson steps in front of me, I'm like tucking the little object into my robe to try and hide it.
I have a
Gotcha.
question. Do we remember what this object is? Or we just
No,
picked it up?
you don't really know what it is. It like when Rain like made contact with it, it has like a little dark crystal sort of orb at the end of it that lit up, and it shone this emblem kind of in like a hologram up above it. But that's really it. Like you don't know what it is or what it does or anything past it makes a pretty symbol.
Guys, I don't think he wants to talk to us.
We were told this place was abandoned. Do you work here?
You see it raise a hand and point at Rain. And then open its hand like in a give it kind of a thing.
DM, can I cast my Divine Sense? As an action, you can detect good and evil till the end of your next turn. You can sense anything affected by Hallowspell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet.
Yeah, absolutely. As you like channel this divine energy, what does that look like?
Well, Elson, I mean, this was shortly after the battle, so Elson is, like, he's putting a hand out to, like, I'm not trying to hurt you, and he's, like, just sheathing his sword, his greatsword in the back, like, and then he's, with the hand that's, excuse me, with the hand that's slowly extended, you see, like, kind of like this golden light, like, very subtle, it's not, like, aggressive or sparking or anything like that, just kind of like a glow that extends out towards this person, entity, to kind of, that maybe will cause them to glow slightly as it sort of just like channels, you know, into them.
Kind of washes over them kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. So what I'll tell you is this, that energy kind of appears and kind of floods over them. You don't get anything divine or fiendish or otherwise. So it's not a celestial being, it's not, you know, a devil or something like that. but as soon as that energy washes over it, you see it take a firm step backwards, and that door closes.
Interesting.
Wait, the vault
And
door?
The vault door closes with it inside.
Oh, so it went back behind the door.
Correct.
So that was kind of scary.
That was kind of scary.
I-
Also, I thought they said that we couldn't open the vault door.
And
Well,
if
technically
the
we
vault door
didn't.
can't be opened, how are there people in there? Or creatures?
I think it has something to do with the item that you picked up, Rain.
Right.
He seemed like he wanted it back.
He seemed
I
kind of scared of it, too. Or nervous.
I think he was more scared of us, honestly.
Everybody make a perception check.
What is my perception? I'm pretty sure that it's bad. Just paladin things.
Oh my god.
Ugh,
I got a 1.
You see nothing.
I got a 2. Wait, no, I got a nat 1.
Yeah, 2 nat 1s.
I got a 13.
Okay. None of you notice anything.
cheating.
None of you notice anything. I'm gonna say that for the nat 1, Tully and Rain, both of you, Rain, I think you pull temporarily that device back out of your pocket, and the two of you just begin like looking at it and like studying it really intensely, kind of focusing your perception on it and not necessarily your environment or anything like that. That's what I'm going to say.
And we somehow get sand in our eyes again.
No, not this time.
Oh my god, I forgot
Not
about
again!
I forgot about that, too.
The old DM's got an ace in the hole
Lord.
every time something bad happens. Hey, guess what? You got
Always
sand in
sand.
your eyes.
Yeah.
The orb.
Start
Shooting sand into our eyes.
I think if I can, Tilly will start kind of approaching the door, trying to see if it left any gaps. You know, if it was a seal. You know,
I'm
solid
gonna do
seal
the same
cut.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Those of you who want to, of course, you approach that vault door, and there's no latch, there's no handle, there's no like keypad to the side or anything like that that would allow you to like even begin to open it. There's no lock, and as you press on it or try to like pull at its like extremely smooth surface, like there's no purchase to be had. You cannot get this thing to budge.
I'm gonna like put my ear up against it, see if I can hear anything on the other side.
Complete silence. You can make a roll if you'd like, but complete silence, at least as a standard effect.
What kind of roll would that be? Just for shits and gigs.
It'd be an investigation check. Just
Which
for
kind?
Poops and gigs. Investigation.
Investigation. I think I'm bad at that too. I am, but you know what? Fuck it. We D&D.
We D&D. We roll. We ball.
We roll. Fuck it, we roll.
That's a natural 20.
Wow.
Are you sure it's silent?
Are you sure?
Oh,
Get fucking, get
Fuck
fucking
it, we
dunked
got
on,
money.
idiot.
Oh no.
No, what I'll tell you is
Damn.
this. What I'll tell you is this. As you put your ear up against the door, you realize the reason that you can't hear anything is because this thing has some pretty intense, like, sound dampening insulation or something inside of it, and that's what you're. It's not that what's inside is actually silent. It's that whatever this door
It's
is made of
soundproof.
is soundproof. It's not letting anything out.
Okay.
Everybody make a perception check.
Interesting.
Really would have been nice if that
Wait, I
had
have
been
a
my
question.
perception check.
I need to start writing notes, I think. But did I already do an arcane Arcana check on the objects.
Yep. And that's how you got it to activate, basically.
Right, okay. That's what the result from that was.
Yep.
Um,
You rolled like really well.
21 on that perception check.
I did
Nice.
10.
18.
18.
17.
Okay.
Ooh.
Sorry, what did Airy get? What did Mango get?
Just a 10.
Okay. So all of you, save for Airy, unfortunately, you all feel a chill run down your spines as you notice a quiet sound coming from behind you toward the console where you found the device. Two small boxes about the size of your hand are affixed to the underside of the gigantic glass windshield. They were there before, but it's not until now that you've noticed them. They look ancient, but they both seem to be glowing brighter and brighter, with a steady stream of sparks shooting out of a small port on either one of them. Suddenly, they both explode, releasing a wave of smoke into the room. So now this entire area is filled with smoke. Explosions aren't big enough to damage you. They're not concussive blasts that might render you stunned momentarily or anything like that. They just seem to have released a bunch of smoke.
Technical question. All of this happens and I don't perceive it at all.
Oh, once the smoke is released, then you do. What you don't perceive is you didn't notice the two boxes doing that until the smoke like suddenly erupted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was there a smell?
Kind of acrid, but not like poisonous or anything like that.
Or the color?
I think Tully would kind of pull up his jacket a little bit. Everyone, get down. Kind of drops low to the ground, try to get underneath the smoke.
What just happened? Why is there smoke everywhere?
Someone doesn't want us here, Elson says as he pulls like his cowl up to cover his mouth.
Do you guys follow Tully's advice and like try to get low to the ground?
Yeah, I'm getting lower to the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely pull my robes over. Not breathing in.
Okay.
And this is like not explosion kind of gas, but like it's actually filling up the room. We can see it kind of like.
Oh, it's not even continuing to be released or anything. It's like one big puff of smoke was released and then that was it.
Oh, okay. I understood it
explosion.
as it was filling up
Yeah,
the room. But yeah.
As you guys
low.
kind of drop to the ground and sort of get low, that smoke begins to, of course, as it will, rise. And within a few moments, it's actually kind of clear. You can see like way, way, way high up that it's pooled kind of at the top of the room. Because it is so like vaulted in here with that gigantic glass windshield. But like that smoke doesn't seem to have really done anything until
I mean, I definitely would look over.
you hear the sound of glass beginning to crack.
I'm going
slow at first. I'm so sorry.
No,
Slow
you're
at
fine.
first, and then beginning to pick up speed where those two boxes were located. You feel your eyes widen as these cracks begin to spider web their way across the massive sheet of glass. The only thing holding that gigantic dune of sand out of this room.
We gotta go. We gotta go. Elson's gonna yell and start like bolting out of the room.
Yeah, Tully follows.
Are we just
there
coming back the way we
even-
came?
Yeah, I'm going out the way we came. I mean, there's no other place to
door
go.
open?
Sorry, Soup. What was that?
Is the door, the exit is open?
Oh yeah, the one you came in through originally. Yeah, that's 100% open.
Yeah, it's just the vault door that's not open.
Correct.
Okay. I'll follow.
I would rather not get
Yeah,
buried.
Get the hell out of there.
Out of Dodge. We got what we needed anyway.
Slow at first, and then seemingly all at once, sand begins to burst through that glass dam and begins to flood into the chamber behind you. You hear the train car begin to groan under the weight, threatening to tilt even more severely from its 45-degree angle, getting
Holy
more
shit.
extreme with every passing second. You need everybody to make an athletics check, and I'll tell you that the DC is 10. You're trying to beat a 10.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Where's my athletics?
12.
My athletics?
17.
I roll a 7.
13.
Okay, so what did Elson get?
12.
Okay, so as the three of you begin to take off, Rain, you just slip on a bit of something on the ground, and all of you watch as she falls down, and you are beginning to, like, very quickly leave her behind.
I'm going to immediately turn around and
Immediately
Damn,
turn
go for her.
I would not leave her behind.
Yeah.
Any one person, you have to pick who, can make a strength or dexterity check to try to get that person back onto their feet.
I have +4 strength.
Yeah, I got +2 strength, so
I'm not good with either of them, so.
Okay, let me
All right,
try.
you go.
15.
That is
Nice.
more than enough for that particular check.
Perfect. Rain, come on!
Me!
You turn around and kind of sling one arm under her armpit and pull her to her feet, and you are both running as this avalanche of sand from behind you begins to just, like, pile in. You make it out of the door of the engine car and into that long hallway lined on either side by rooms. Everybody make another athletics check.
Holy Jesus.
DC is still 10. It's still the same check.
Ooh.
Oh no. 18.
6.
6.
8.
Okay.
Oh, God. That's the only one that...
Oh my god!
As
Tully's
Tully...
gonna have to save us all!
That's,
Tully's
yeah,
fine.
it's gonna be fun. So Tully, make a strength check, and you get to pick who it is you're getting first.
Oh my God.
We all 3 of us slip while
The
we're
three of
running.
you slip.
Oh my
yeah.
god, all together.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Abby. If you didn't stop for me, maybe you would have made it.
Okay, I got a 14. Oh no. Oh God.
I would go with Ari or me, who
Yeah,
have higher
that's-
strength scores.
Okay, so I turn around and help Ari up.
Okay, so Ari is back on her feet. I need Elson and Rain. You're both going to take 1d4 damage. I roll that for you because I am senior DM. One moment.
Wait, really?
And you are both taking 2 damage. As that sand begins to flood in behind you, it just partially, like, crushes one of your limbs. Just a little bit, not too much, but you take 2 damage.
Look at this freaking sand.
I hate sand.
All right, now Tully and Ari, you can make your strength or dexterity checks to see if you can save one or both of them.
Strength 17.
That's more than enough. And Tully,
16.
more than enough. So the other two, you're able to get them back up to their feet as that avalanche of sand
My savior.
continues to push into the hallway. You are almost to the exit door, but I need you to make one more athletics check, everybody. One final check.
12.
No!
Oh no!
Oh,
No!
my
Soup! Soup!
I got a nat 1. We die. Damn.
I'm immediately reaching back for both of them.
So as you slip and fall, Ari and Rain, you both are going to drop one of your weapons, and I'm gonna let you pick which weapon it is you drop.
Oh, I'll drop my daggers.
Okay, you just have to drop one. You can keep the other.
Okay, I'll drop a dagger.
There you go.
I guess I dropped my short sword.
Okay. That is enough of a price that the other two, Tully and Elson, are able to turn around and immediately grab the both of you, and the four of you burst out of the top of this train car as it is almost vertical by this point, with the under the weight of the sand that is poured into the bottom of it, and you spill out onto the top of that huge sandbank that you'd walked up to get to the door, slipping and sliding down the sand into the basin below. A terrible groan of metal sounds across the desert as you watch the train car tip more and more vertically, and then finally begin to sink.
It sinks?
The dune to the right, the sand that used to cover the nose of the car, has begun to filter inside of it, pulling it downward under its sheer amount of weight. After about a minute of creaking and groaning and the sound of metal tearing, the creaking finally stops, and the exit door you used to get in is now just a few feet off the ground.
Everyone okay?
So, do you think they're gonna be mad at us?
Oh, Peggy's gonna be pissed.
Is Peggy gonna get like, this is our first mission, and I feel like we really messed it up.
Well, we got the stuff. We got stuff, right? We got stuff.
We're definitely not getting a bonus this time.
I mean, Rain is holding something very special, though.
Yeah, it's not like we came out with nothing.
Hopefully, we can get a lot of research out of this one.
Yeah.
And we're coming back with more information, I think, than anyone has seen so far over here.
Maybe we just don't tell.
She's gonna know.
I mean, we'll definitely have to.
I mean, look at us. We're all like, everybody's damaged and shit. Missing weapons.
Lost swords. And I think they'll probably notice that the train is underground, or the hex is underground now. So I think we'll have to have some sort of explanation for that. But maybe we don't have to give all of the details.
To be fair, it wasn't our fault. To be fair. And they did tell us that there were no beings and everything was like off in this area, right? So like
we do have a lot we need to report back.
Yeah.
Do we like so the exit door is a few feet in front of us now. Is it full of sand? Can we walk back in? Like how does it look now?
Great question. Yeah, you stand up and sort of achingly walk over to it, I would imagine. And as you look inside the door, if you'll remember, Ari ripped the door off when you went in originally. Hashtag Hulk out. And as you look into it, yeah, it's like there's like a slight depression of sand where that hallway used to be. But if somebody wanted to get back to the engine room, it's going to take months of excavating that hallway just to get back in.
Oh boy.
Darn, my first mission, I totally messed up, guys. I'm sorry.
I don't think you messed up.
I don't think you messed up.
I don't think any of us messed up.
No.
I think
No,
we
it's
learned
not
something.
your fault anyway.
What now?
Shall we head back?
We could head back. We could also try to poke around here a little bit. I mean, There's got now that the train fell, there might be another entrance into the vault.
I'm fine looking around.
Look around.
We might be able to salvage this
See
mission.
how the sand has shifted.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
You you begin to search around this area, around where that dune was that the hex was kind of buried in, and I mean, unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's any entry point back down to the depth that you were at. That's going to be, again, easily accessible. It's going to, I mean, if you wanted to dig your way there, you could, but it's going to take months.
Mm.
Definitely don't have that much equipment.
Yeah.
I didn't bring enough snacks
we
for that amount of time.
Should probably head back then.
We definitely need to start a new mission to excavate this.
What time of the day is it right now?
So you had headed to the hex that last little leg early in the morning, and you really weren't down there all that long. So I'm going to say it's probably like 10:30 a.m. in the
Wow.
middle of the desert.
Dang.
We're about a day's walk back.
Yeah, if everything goes well.
I think I maybe, knowing the desert, I have traveled a lot. Finding shelter during the day would be wise.
And then travel at night.
Yeah, keep out of the
I
sun
agree.
as much as possible, but I don't know.
I would agree as well.
Same. I'm with that.
All right, hunker down.
Hunker
Yeah.
down.
What do we have surrounding? Do we have anywhere that's is this like pure just flat desert dunes, or do we have some like shady areas?
I mean, in your immediate area, you've got all those like five-sided like burn disc things in the ground, and it is fairly flat here. You're in kind of a basin. The direction you'd come from had sort of a somewhat steep ledge that you kind of came down into this basin off of. And then after that, I mean, it's just a mishmash. Like you've got some flat areas and you've got some, huge dunes, and it's the desert.
No real cover though.
Change. Oh goodness, no.
Okay, so yeah.
But you have your hovel. You have your sub.
Yeah,
I was gonna
we got our
say,
tent.
didn't we have stuff?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, our underground hovel, which will get us out of the sun.
I'm wondering if maybe we should try and trek back up to the ledge first and then make camp up there so that we're not just in the basin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be a
What if
good idea.
another
Good
sandy
idea.
thingy happens?
Yeah, it occurs to all of you that maybe getting away from the place where the extremely loud metal sounds were coming from is a good idea.
Probably not good to dig the hovel into the sand that just sunk to.
That just nearly killed us.
It's gonna be so cool when you guys have to roll new characters.
That's the good entrance to the vault. Is how we... Okay, so yeah, we climb up to the top of the cliff area. Set up maybe just a few feet away from the cliff, so we're not too close to anything.
I gotcha. So yeah, climb up the cliff. You put this little like sort of like bulbous rod shaped sort of a deal into the sand, and it just like punches this huge hole of space into the sand beneath your feet. It has a little hatch. You crawl or climb down into it, and you've got your nice little cool and kind of protected hovel that you can hang out in during the day. Eventually, hours pass. You rest up. I'll say that everybody. Do you guys want to rest long enough to have a long rest? 8 hours.
I mean, we might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be all rested up. So everybody back to max HP. All spell slots.
Whee!
back to full, all that good stuff.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And you'd be emerging right around like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the evening. So, sun's beginning to go down. It's beginning to cool off, prime travel time. Sound good?
Well, looks safe enough. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Okay. And then we're heading back to Draketh, or are we doing anything else before then? I guess I should ask.
I don't know of anything within the area.
Yeah, it's pretty much just empty desert, right?
More or less. My question was also if there's anybody who has spells, like ritual spells, that they would want to cast before heading off onto the journey or anything like that. I just always want to check in.
Oh.
But if not, we're all good.
I might. One second, please.
For sure. See, guys, that's being a nice DM.
That is being nice.
You ask everybody, hey, you got all your spells turned on?
We are really
Yeah,
and truly blessed.
You got your
Yes.
seatbelts on?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how many times
Yeah.
I play Baldur's Gate and I forget to do like the speak with animals until I talk to the dog and I'm like, why is he not speaking?
So many times, and it breaks her heart. Why won't Scratch speak to me? You don't have speak with animals on,
Barking.
Mango.
I know.
Turn on your speak with animals, Mango.
Your subscription to Speak with Animals has expired.
Does it every time you sleep, Mango. Turn it back on.
Oh, I forget. I'm like, damn.
Don't give subscription services ideas, guys.
So I think before we leave, Tully will walk up to Ari and go, how's your shoulder feeling?
It's feeling pretty good. I can barely even feel where I got stabbed, even though the bone was showing.
And from the back, Elson's gonna say, "You're welcome."
If you'd like, for the trip back, I can make your armor a little bit stronger if you don't mind.
Sure, I would appreciate that.
All right, I will use an artificer infusion on your armor and give you enhanced defense, so you get a +1 to your armor class.
Nice.
Nice.
At this rate, Ari could use it.
So yeah, you see Tully kind of take the armor and just instantly starts like kind of whirling around with his little with his hammer and like all his little bits and bobs. You see him kind of pull little pieces of metal out from you don't know where, but just like kind of like pulling out little metal and stuff and kind of reinforcing it real fast, and like very, very quickly, like faster than it took you to take the armor off. He's like, oh, here you go. See if that helps.
Amazing.
While I'm watching you do that, I remember that I would also like to cast Mage Armor onto. I can cast that on myself, right?
You can, although I don't know that the duration of Mage Armor
I was
would be
just gonna
super
ask.
Oh, really?
helpful. Because it is 8 hours. But you're going to be trekking back to Draketh over the course of a day. So I don't know if you necessarily want to cast it right now.
Yeah, okay, I'll wait till later to cast it then.
Gotcha.
Once we get into combat or something.
Okay, well, with that, you're going to begin making your way back to Draketh. If you'll remember from last time, everybody, you had rations in your hovel, which affected some of your preparedness for your journey. You had a random encounter roll, which CaptainOden / Tully did for us last time, and you got a 15, which on our special random encounter table is a pretty good result. So we're going to go through that. Those random encounters might happen on the way to or from a particular adventure location. So for this one, it's happening on your way back. So as you head back to Draketh, your path through the sands leads you into a basin-like area. kind of similar to the one that you just came out of. It's marked with towering hoodoos, which are these tall, skinny rock formations that kind of look like stalagmites, but outside of a cave and like really, really big. As you make your way through this area, you notice that the air begins to cool. It's very hot out. It's not fully cooled for the evening, even in the desert. But the air in this basin is much cooler than normal. As you look around, you notice that there's a strong gust of cold wind rushing out from the top of an inconspicuous hoodoo near the center of the basin. As you approach, the wind stops and then starts again, but turns hot. Kind of look around. This area is abandoned. There's nobody else here. And there's this rock formation, this like column of rock that had cold air rushing out of the top of it and then completely stopped and now has hot air rushing out of it.
Something tells me that's not how rocks work.
Can I make a
Rock like that.
Can I make a perception check?
In the desert.
What are you trying to perceive?
Well, actually, I don't know if perception check. Let me just say what I'm trying to do, and you can tell me.
Yeah.
Trying to, like, I guess I'll like approaching this formation to try to see what it is and what has changed.
Okay. I'll give you kind of a buffet of options. You can choose. Investigation is always good. I'd even say history if you want to try to see if, like, have I ever seen anything like this before. Arcana, because it's weird, like something strange is going on. I think Arcana could be a good one.
All of these are pretty average for me, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
And of course, everybody else is welcome to make one of those same rolls.
I will do a
I will
history
take
check.
yours. And then I'll do an Arcana check.
Perfect.
Oh, there we go.
Is it
Sorry.
awesome?
I'm not strong on any of them, so I'll make a history check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Get a 19 for history.
Damn. I got
14.
a 13 for Arcana.
13 for Soup Mango. You said 14?
14 for history, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. So, I'd say for Elson's natural 20, like, thinking back through all the time that you have spent in the desert, you've seen some pretty weird stuff. This is the first time you've ever seen anything like this, that's for sure. You've never seen cold air rock turn off and then hot air rock turn on and it be same rock? That's weird. Like, you've never seen that before for sure. Arcana wise, I'm gonna say, Rain, that, like, you're not feeling anything magical from this. Like, as you kind of attune yourself to the energy in the space, like, nothing's feeling
Sensing.
magical about what's going on. I'll tell you that.
Wow.
And then for Tully and for Ari, both of you did history.
Yeah.
Okay, same sort of a deal. Just nothing in your experience of the world says that there's anything like this. You've never heard about anything like this, that's for sure.
And there's so it's these, would you call them hoodoos? Hoodoos?
Actually, if you look on the DM board, the DM blocker thingy over here, these guys, those are hoodoos.
Okay.
Wait. What guys?
And there's a cave, you said.
No, there's
No.
not a cave. It's just like a single, like a bunch of these little towers, and one of them had cold air coming out of the top of it.
Like,
And
you could
and-
see the air.
Not necessarily see it, but it's like as you approached it, it became clear that it was rushing out of the top of it, and then it's like it turned off, and then it came back on, and this time it was hot.
Question: can we tell if it like how far it goes underground, or if it's connected to anything underground?
I don't think so. I don't think you'd be able to tell.
Do the other ones have holes?
No.
Just the one.
Just the one. I mean, like, there are, chunks missing out of the other ones, just like this one does, and that kind of a thing, but not like an opening on the top or anything like that, no.
Does it feel like rock?
Yeah, as you place your hand on it, it's definitely stone, definitely rock, for sure.
Interesting.
There's nothing.
Kitty!
Yes, there is
You're
a
so blessed today.
large boy drooling on my leg.
The
We've all been
dream,
there.
you know?
We have all been there.
Does it smell like anything?
It smells like rocks, for sure.
It's like
My
There's
rock.
nothing else except these, right?
I mean, you're kind of like a basin-y area, so, like, there are, like, rock formations sort of all the way around. And you're in sort of like, kind of the low point in the middle of the basin, and then you've got all these little hoodoo dudes sticking up out of the ground.
I think I'd probably wander, just like walk around the base of the hoodoo, just to see it from all angles, see if I can spot anything.
Absolutely. Yeah, as you begin to kind of walk around the sort of the perimeter of this one, you hear the sound of like rocks falling, like sort of like rumbling down like a hill or something, and you turn around and you see that one of the other hoodoos has like crumbled. And
Like just now?
like just now. And inside of it, you see a vein of gemstones.
Hey yo, sparkly.
What color?
I think Rain gets to be the one who decides.
Blue.
Okay, oh, we got some sapphires. Nice.
As the
Beautiful.
feline of the group, my eyes just kind of do their dilate. Like, it's so pretty. Pretty.
So if you want to, one of you can make, and again, Rain can take the honors if you would like, or you can hand it off to somebody else, but one of you will get to make a 1d4 roll, just one single d4, and whatever number you get is the number of, like, gemstones you're able to mine from this vein of gemstones.
Ooh.
But only one person gets to do it.
I think Rain should
I don't
do
know
it.
Yeah.
if I want that responsibility.
Hey.
Tully is good. Tully's good with stone stuff, but at the sight of the gemstones, his eyes widen quite a bit. And he kind of looks at everyone. And he's like, if it would be okay, I would like to try to mine a few of these.
Go for it.
These are pretty handy for artificers.
They sure are.
Yeah. I don't look up real quick. That's why I took a second. I'm sorry. But yeah.
Yeah.
So Tully pulls out. He actually has mason tools on him and is like ready, kind of salivating a little bit as he goes and tries to mine as many as he can.
I'll give you since you decided to use your tools, I'll give you a +1 to the number of gemstones that you get.
Hell yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
1d4.
1d4.
Oh hell
Let's
yeah.
go!
Gemstones! That's
Holy
great.
shit.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Nice.
So I guess 5 then.
It's my
Yeah,
job.
you get 5.
Nice.
Oh
five
my
like
god.
5 sapphires for sure.
Yeah, all the things
Nice.
I can make. Okay,
Nice.
but Tully definitely looks at the group and he has two in one hand and he looks at everyone and holds out his other hand with 3 sizable sapphires and says, "Oh, you know, it can be all of your take if anyone wants one."
Are you sure?
Don't mind if I do.
I
like to
love
collect pretty
sapphires.
things.
They're my favorite. Thank you.
Elson just takes his and is
Elson
sitting
would
down
say
with the
great
big
for-
dilated eyes again. Like, it's just so pretty.
I love that every person's reaction to the group was different. Like that's so
Yeah.
great. Elson's like, "Are you sure?" And then very excited, and Rain's like, "Don't mind if I do." And Aries like, "Wow!" Like, oh, it's great. Thanks for being a
Personalities
great.
galore.
Thanks for being
Yeah.
a great party, everybody.
Excited about diamonds. That makes us a good party.
Yeah, that's right.
Sapphires. Sapphires.
Sapphires.
Sapphires.
All right,
Wait,
I'm
I
sorry.
choose on amethyst because I have my amethyst right here.
Ooh.
But I already used
Aw.
sapphires. This is my pretend sapphire.
Love it.
This is the closest I'll ever get to a real sapphire. So, you know, I'm going to just embrace the role play right now.
So, as you finish mining that that vein of gemstones, that air from the hoodoo is beginning to become kind of overwhelming. Like it's beginning to really heat this basin up, and if you stay much longer, it's going to start to hurt.
You should get out of here.
Should we?
I don't
get
like
out of
this.
Here, or should we figure out why it's pumping out hot air? Because I'm very curious.
I'm curious to know how it goes from cold to hot. It can't just be the sapphires that are inside of it.
And to be
Fair
clear,
enough.
the sapphires didn't come out of this one. It came out of a
True.
different hoodoo that's not releasing any air, just to like keep everybody on the same page.
Right. Okay. Good to know.
Can we get to the top of the hoodoo?
You can, but I'll tell you that you're going to start to take damage if you stay here for much longer. But you can definitely make an athletics check if you want to try to climb up to the top of it.
Because it's getting hot? Is that why?
It's getting unbearably hot very quickly.
I mean, I am cat.
Yeah, I think if we're feeling discomfort from it, I think we just take off.
All right. Well, I definitely would like to make note of this area on my map. I don't know if I have a map, but
Yeah, oh yeah. For sure.
sure,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, let's get out of
Come
here.
investigate later.
Guys, it's starting to get really hot.
Yeah, Elson's going to start heading out.
Right on. So yeah, the party,
Yeah.
you begin to climb up the other side of the basin, continuing to head towards Draketh, and as you climb up to that crest and you're finally out of that area, you turn around and that hot air has just continued to intensify to the point where that whole basin, the rocks are beginning to like glow a little bit from the sheer heat.
Thank God we got out of there.
Well, I guess we got out of there at a good time.
The rest of your journey back to Draketh is pretty unremarkable. You rolled so well on your rolls to get to the hex that this return journey is really easy. You plotted your course really well, and you find yourself not too terribly far from Draketh within just a couple of hours. Dirty and sandy and tired, but you arrive nevertheless on the doorstep to the city. You pass by a dais near the entryway. It stands abandoned now. No one preaching this afternoon. Now that you're back, where do you want to go and who do you want to talk to? I'll tell you this, I have kind of a scene planned for each one of you, sort of unique to each one of you. of course, you know that at some point you need to report back as a group to Aunt Peggy and check in and let her know, what's going on, as much of that as you want to tell her. Um, but we can kind of go sort of one player at a time, one person at a time, if you kind of want to go that route.
So sorry, we got back. It's evening time. I'm assuming
Yes.
that the guild kind of it's a morning thing, probably for
Um,
when they do their meetings.
yeah, for like assignments being handed out, but those only happen once a week. So the
Oh.
rest of the week is just like artificers working in the workshop, people training for combat, the people who go to the Eastern scrap heap report in every day because it's such low level work. Um, so there's still activity and stuff. If you were to head to the Scraptic headquarters right now, there would be people there. You certainly
Okay.
Aunt Peggy would be there.
I would say we
Understood.
should report to Aunt Peggy then.
Same while everything's all fresh. That's at least what I would do naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. Um, all right. As you head toward the Draketh South Scraptic headquarters, you find yourself walking into that great hall. There's a catwalk overhead, the balcony area that Aunt Peggy, of course, usually reads off the assignments from and drops those scrolls with the details of what they're supposed to be doing, but that stands abandoned currently. It's not terribly late in the evening, of course, but there's not as much going on right now as there normally might be. You see the door to Peggy's office, though, up and to the left. Um, if you climb the stairs nearby, you'll be at the top of that balcony and have easy access to that doorway. And of course, I assume that's what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
She actually begins to walk out of her office as you approach, and seeing all of you, her eyes get really wide, and you see her turn around, and there's like a little bell next to the door of her office, and you see her like pull down on it a couple of times, and it clangs out a symphony of like clashes and whatnot into the great hall's fairly quiet surroundings. Further into the artificer's workshop, down toward bits and bobs in the mess hall area, you hear echoing and responding bells clanging, and people applaud. You hear some hoops and hollers as people celebrate the return of an assignment group, and of course, in this case, yours. And she turns around to all of you after clanging the little bell and says, "Well, welcome back. Just a couple of days out there, huh? Nice and quick. Now, what'd y'all get?"
Tully, you have the best relationship with her or the longest. I
Yeah.
think you should talk to her.
When you're all talking, why are y'all whispering like that? What's going on?
uh, well, Peggy, it went well. The team did great for their first assignment. I was truly impressed.
Well, that's great to hear there, Tully. That's wonderful. I'm pleased as punch to have you back and just to like get everybody back here all safe and sound. It looks like she points over at Ari, you might have had a little something happen to your shoulder there, but it looks like it's pretty well healed up. Looks like it's doing well. That's great. I noticed you don't got both your swords, so it's something happened, so that's fun. Um, so what'd y'all get though? You got those containment capsules full of good stuff that you're gonna hand over to Bits and Bobs. Mm-hmm.
So it was, I think, me and Rain each filled up one spot. From what I remember,
Mhm.
And I
and
think Mango
then
did as well.
okay. So we have like four spots worth.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, yeah. So I guess Tully would kind of report that, like, oh, yeah, we filled up about half of all of our spots. Pretty successful.
Well, not too bad. What kind of stuff did y'all get?
Well, it wasn't as dormant as you had mentioned, Peggy. We got attacked by bots.
I'm sorry. You know me. I'm getting on in years, and so I don't hear so well. Uh, Now, what I thought, and it's so silly, but what I thought I heard y'all say just now is that you got attacked by like defense bots or something, but the hex has been dormant for like almost as long as I've been alive, so I know that can't be true. Did y'all go somewhere you weren't supposed to? Did y'all go somewhere that's still active? Did you not listen to Aunt Peggy like you were supposed to, trying to be heroes out there in the sands and get yourself killed? What happened?
We were in the engine car, Peggy. The portholes were active and defense bots came out.
We
That's
even
how
brought
I got
back some of the
so
circuitry.
angry.
She looks at Elson first and then over at Aerie and then at Aerie's shoulder and says, That uh that's that's not possible. That's not no, you went to the hex, right? With all like the burn things on the ground and the big train thing that's sticking up out of the dirt. Well, the sand.
Was
Yeah, about that.
What?
we need to talk about that too.
Okay, well, it's starting to feel like maybe this is more of a private conversation. Do y'all want to step into my office?
Let's do that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we should.
Great. I don't have any tea or crumpets, so you're gonna have to deal with that. And she turns around, opens the door, and walks in, sort of holding it open for all of you. As you look into her office, it's not a lot more than like a storeroom in here. There are a bunch of shelves all over the place, and Peggy's desk is less a desk and more of an artificer's work table. There are a few stools situated around the perimeter of the desk for guests that might be visiting. You see a couple of beakers filled with very violently colored fluids bubbling nearby, illuminated by their own light, but also a little bit of dusty light streaming in from a pretty sandblasted window. The door closes behind you, you notice that almost all of the noise from the main hall kind of drops off. All right, y'all. You can sit down on those stools there. And why don't you tell all Aunt Peggy exactly what y'all got up to?
Kelly. Kelly,
Yeah, I'm looking over at Tully.
go ahead.
Actually, no. I want the giant lion to tell me. Please go ahead.
um, we went to the train like you said, and it looked dormant, but once we got in there, picked up a few things, which you'll see in the containers. There was this. There were suddenly all of these bots, and there was this. And I'm gonna nod over to because Rain is the one that's holding like the thing, right?
Correct.
It seems they were. If I had to guess, they were protecting this thing, and he's gonna nod over at Rain.
They were protecting the dragonborn lady who uses some kind of tech to make cold stuff come out of her hands.
Which she's holding.
No, I found this. We found this on. It was on the. At the front by the glass window. I'm not really sure what it does. It doesn't seem to have any magical properties, and I've never seen any of these symbols in my life, but it seemed pretty important to bots.
And you're like showing it to her and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you handing it over to her?
No, I'm just holding it.
Okay. So she says, number one, when you pull it out of your robe, she just like freezes, and the look on her face is pure wonder. I mean, it's like childlike. And she like holds both of her hands out in front of her like this, like almost wanting to like cup the device, and she says, "Now I have never seen anything like that. And y'all found it in the hex?"
That's not
In
all.
the engine room.
Yeah, it was kind of just sitting there, I think.
Once we finished with the bots, defeating the bots, there was a person came out from behind the doors. Their face was covered. We couldn't get a good look at him, but
She
someone
looks at
came out.
you in utter No, y'all.
He was
I haven't
wearing a
had.
clean coat. He had a protective. They had a protective visor on, and I tried to detect what the person was, and they ran back into the vault, and from there the glass cracked, and we had to escape. The train sank beneath the sand.
I like my. I'm so sorry. See, because I love my stories, and so you're good. No, this is too much. So y'all went to the hex and got attacked by bots, then found a device of like the light splits you've never seen before. A person came out of the vault door, and they you cast some kind of magical pulse over them, and then they left.
Divine
And then
sense, yes.
Divine, sure. I don't really believe in all that, but you know, every your own. And then you're telling that big glass wall broke, and the train sank into the sand.
That is correct.
Tully kind of looks at Peggy at this point, like makes like direct eye contact and goes like, Peggy, you know, I wouldn't make this up. That's what happened.
She just like runs her hands through her hair several times. I okay. So um so the hex is gone. The train
It's
thing.
not gone, but
It's just buried
we
under
need to take
sand.
shovels.
And
We
a lot of
definitely
people.
need a lot more than a few shovels, I would say, yeah.
Right. Okay. And there was a person. Let's go back to the unopenable vault door that's been locked for like hundreds of years. You're saying that a person was in there?
Yes.
They walked out with a clean suit
Same.
and a face mask. We couldn't see their face, but it was definitely humanoid.
Bipedal, 2 hands, 5 fingers each.
Hey, that's good. That's a normal. That's the normal number of fingers. That's the number of fingers that puts me at ease. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
They did
Um,
seem to want the object that Rain has.
do y'all think that it belonged to it?
Well, there was a symbol on their vest that matched the one on the object, right?
Well, the object like lights up, right?
Yep.
Rain, can you maybe try to make it light up again?
Yeah, Rain, do the thing. Do the thing.
Because Arcana check last time did it.
Yep. And I'll let you roll with advantage this time as well. So you can roll twice and take the higher number there, Rain.
Oh,
Holy
Excellent.
shit. You don't even need to roll twice. You don't even need.
It makes up for me
That thing
falling,
lights
like,
the fuck
3
up.
times in a row in the sand.
Incredible. I mean, like you've known how to always do this. You place the device in your palm, and through some manipulation of it, that black crystal on the end, that like orb of crystal, begins to flicker with light, and after a few moments little beams shoot up out of it, and illuminated above is this like sort of winged eye, kind of an emblem from last time. And the whole time that same look of just like childlike wonder is just plastered on Aunt Peggy's face. I mean, you've never seen her be this like excited and innocent in a way. Like she's never seen anything like this. Well, I have never seen anything. Can I? And she like reaches toward it again.
Yeah, you can hold it.
She very tenderly and carefully takes it from your hand and like is holding it like a baby. I mean, it's like that's how much care she is putting into this. She places it gently down onto her desk, and you see her pull on these like fingerless gloves that have like metallic extensions coming off of the top of them, and you see her begin to like manipulate this device. Um, a moment later, that black crystal flashes brighter than it had while you were touching it, and you see tiny dots of light begin to be thrown out in like waves and pulses until they like fill the room in sort of a flat kind of hologram almost. The emblem that it had made was also a hologram, but it's like there's a point around the height of the desk now that is just like flooded with horizontal dots all over the place. And then a few moments later, the crystal turns off.
What was
Okay.
that?
The
I
hell?
don't I don't know, but I got a feeling that this is something important. This is big, y'all. The kind of scrap that might be able to make all of our lives better. So I need time to tinker with this some more. Um, Hand in the rest of your scrap to Bits and Bobs, and check with my son Tyler. I know he's an idiot, but check with him in the morning. I'll have another assignment for you since you finished this first one so fast. And she just like stares. She's just staring down at the device on the desk.
Peggy, there's one more thing that happened on the way back I wanted to ask you about.
Yeah, what's up?
Uh, you ever heard of a hoodoo that shoots air out?
I mean, is this a setup for a joke? Or
As
because
as
I
much of a joke as that artifact is.
okay, so not a joke at all. Okay, I got you. I mean, Tully, I'll be honest with you. I've heard in the like 70 some odd years I've been alive, I've heard everything from travels out in the desert. There was a person who told me one time that a big bird made a water splashed into them while they were walking because they were real thirsty. I don't know if that one was true or if they just pissed themselves, but I've heard everything. So sure, hoodoo making cold air or hot air, whatever it was. Yeah, sure,
Uh,
Both.
both
both.
air.
Yeah.
Okay.
So strange for sure, but not stranger than other things that I've heard.
Fair enough. Thank you, Peggy.
Yeah.
Do you want to hold on to the artifact, or should we hold on to it?
I think I would like to spend probably a very sleepless night poking and prodding this thing until I figure out what it does.
Okay.
Be careful, Peggy.
Oh, I will be.
All right. We filter on out to Bits and Bobs to turn in our stuff, or did she say to turn that in the morning?
Either way, as you begin to leave, she says, "By the way, you don't tell no one about this. Word of something like this gets out, and the whole town will be here wanting to rip this thing to shreds just to figure out its parts. Okay? Don't say anything."
Those
Okay.
are sealed.
You got it, Aunt Peggy.
All right, y'all get out of here. You can turn your stuff in now, or you can turn it in the morning. Either way's fine.
Let's go turn our stuff in.
Yeah.
We'll head down to turn it in.
Okay. Yeah, you head down to that kind of corner area of the Great Hall where Bits and Bob's sort of like chain link covered window is. And as you approach the window, you see the two of these little gnomes wearing their name tags, covered in grease. They kind of like bump into each other and hop up on stools and say, "Yeah, what's up? It's pretty late. What do you need?"
We got some scrap to turn in.
Oh, great. Yeah. How many containment capsules worth?
4.
Okay, and then we need the rest of your empty containment capsules. If you have any, please deposit them in that chute right over there. And he points over to the right of the window.
Perfect.
And you like put them in, and they like it's like those things at the bank. It like sucks it back in. I love those. I love
You used to have those at
pneumatic
Costco too in the 90s.
right?
What?
As you sit your containment capsules on the counter that have some tech in them, Bits and Bob punch in a code and it opens the capsule's case lid once more, and they remove a bunch of the parts. There's like that door part that Ari had brought and a bunch of scrap from the different bots that you guys had grabbed and put in those. And they say, "Oh wow, this stuff is." Oh no, I got to do her voice. I'm trying to do Peggy again. Oh wow, yeah, this stuff's great. You guys found like working robots? That's pretty cool.
Something like that.
Something
I wasn't
like that.
expecting that.
Some of these parts look like they're pretty lethal, like something that could shock you, and a couple of things that could have stabbed you in the shoulder. Oh, that kind of explains why your shirt's ripped, isn't it?
Yep. Just a flesh
Poor
wound.
Aerie.
I
It's
really
okay.
need the
I'm okay.
airy shoulder thing to carry through the entire campaign. I need that to be mentioned.
Really?
Every single fucking episode, it needs to be brought up. It will sustain me.
I need you to stop giving him ideas.
Wow. Just until you change your shirt and put something on that isn't torn, then nobody's going to notice anymore.
That's true, but Elson will find a way. Elson will find a way.
Bits looks over at all of you and says, okay, so we're going to need to be able to take all this stuff together right now. We'll be able to calculate how many punches you'll get on your next adventure or assignment or whatever you want to call it, death mission perhaps, depending on how Peggy is feeling. And then we'll go from there. So we can't give you the punches right now because you don't have an assignment currently, but we'll give them to you the next time that you have one. Does that make sense? Okay, goodbye. And they walk away.
Bye.
All right then.
I'm a little tired from all of the traveling and all of the fighting and all of the stuff.
Yeah, I need to take a shower. I've got a little bit too much sand in all the wrong places.
Yeah, I gotta lick this fur all over. It's gonna be a few hours. You know, sandpaper tongue and all.
Yeah, I say we split up and we'll meet back here in the morning to talk to Peggy.
Sounds good,
like a
team.
plan.
Everyone have a good night.
Good night.
Good job today, team. And Tully kind of gives a little like happy little grin when it's saying team.
Nice.
He smiled. He smiled at us.
That's heartwarming.
He smiled.
Thanks, boss. You did a great job as well.
Oh, thank you. Looking forward to the next one.
All right, we can kind of split into our individual scenes now. Is there anybody who would like to go first?
Can we take 5 so that I can go get some more pizza?
Absolutely.
This seems like this is a good time to
Yeah,
take
I
a
need
quick
to-
bio break and such.
But
There's
I don't want to miss
nothing
other
better
people's
than getting a
stories.
pizza break.
Pizza, bio, cool. Great. Be back in
Cool.
5.
Back in 5, everybody.
See y'all in a few minutes.
Whoa, it's a wild Professor Claire.
Enjoying, barely making a dent in her fuck ton of pizza.
Delicious pizza.
Oh my god. Did I need more pizza? No. Do I regret it? Absolutely not.
That's wild. I've never answered that question with anything other than yes. I didn't even know there was another answer. That's crazy.
Important question.
7.
Can Aunt Peggy adopt me? And I mean me as in Claire, not me as in Elson.
You know what? Compared to her son, she'd take you in a heartbeat.
You want a bite? Here. I literally ordered a pizza, and they sent me 2. I have so much pizza right now.
I also made pizza for dinner.
Jealous of you guys that can eat pizza with no harm to yourself. I just cut up an Asian pear for a snacky.
Sounds pretty delicious.
Mm-hmm. They're my favorite.
I'm probably gonna eat a cookie later.
I forgot to go to Crumble and get the churro thing again.
Go tomorrow. Tomorrow's your last day.
I can't. I don't have time.
DoorDash it.
Streamiversary.
Streamiversary. 12 hours.
What time do you start again?
11.
11. Good.
11 Pacific.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it.
11 to 11.
Dang.
What kind of games are you gonna be playing on the day?
Just Dead by Daylight.
Oh, this is DBD.
I have a challenge wheel for Dead by Daylight.
That's right.
Love games.
If we get through the challenge wheel, or if I get bored, I'll switch to something else.
So that's right, everybody. You should check out Mango's Streamiversary stream tomorrow because it's going to be Bueno Town.
Yes, 4 years of streaming. Time flies.
Ooh, congrats.
It really does.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be celebrating 5 in November.
Whoa. Claire, your streaming career is almost ready to go to kindergarten. Where it can meet my kindergarten teacher, Mrs. Lowhider.
Oh.
She was the best.
Claire, if you can be there right at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed my starting soon.
Oh, yeah?
There's a whole special montage of clips from the beginning.
Oh, wow. That's such a good idea. Yeah, I'll be there.
You make cameos in a lot of them.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Soup is almost back.
It is Chair! All hail Chair!
All hail the chair.
Soup Chair!
Soup chair.
Oh my god, I drank the whole big gulp. Excuse me.
Hell yeah.
Exclamation point burp.
Orp.
Okay, collective chats. How are we feeling? How is everyone? What is everyone thinking is going on? Are we throwing out theories yet?
Why did I not do it, Claire?
I have Mix It Up off, so because of the sound alerts.
Son of a biscuit. Okay.
Sorry, I will hit exclamation mark burp later on. Twice.
Twice.
Oh my.
Something is mess. I don't know what happened, guys.
Oh no.
Black screen of death.
No, it's fine. I just
How could this happen to me?
someone else should go on their solo adventure first while I figure this out.
Okay.
Okay. For the rest of you, anyone wanting to go first with those?
I'm fine with it being DM's choice.
No, I want somebody to pick. I want somebody to volunteer.
Fine, I'll
I don't wanna
volunteer.
I don't want to voluntel. Okay. So Elson, as you leave the Scraptic headquarters, heading back to wherever it is that your home is in Draketh. We didn't get to see that during our last session. We were already with you in prayer when we met you last time. But as you leave the Scraptic headquarters, back heading toward your home, just a lot of things have happened over the course of the last, day and a half or 2 days or so. You're pretty tired, and there's maybe just some lingering, like, over awareness that's happening to you. Some anxiety, maybe some just like you're hearing things that maybe you wouldn't normally hear, and taking more notice of them than maybe you normally would. You're walking down an alleyway. There are some like fabric sales, that people have pulled over their small like sitting area courtyards in front of their homes that are flapping in the evening breeze. Some torches are lit, but it's not particularly bright here as you're walking home. And you just keep like almost hearing something. And I want you to make a perception check.
Perception. I'm just double checking. I believe it's a +3. Yeah. Okay. Seven.
7. Okay. So yeah, I mean you're pretty tired. You whip around looking for the source of whatever it is that you're noticing, and you just don't quite pick up on anything. There's something near you, but you just can't quite detect it. Or maybe there's nothing near you at all and you're just overtired. As you turn around to keep heading on home, you see laying in the dusty street ahead of you, maybe 10 or 15 feet, really not all that far, a single black feather.
I will stoop down and pick it up.
You walk over to it and lean down and pick this up, and this feather is massive. I mean, it's huge. It's probably the same length as your forearm, and easily as wide.
Would I recognize what kind of, presumably bird creature it came from?
You can make your choice of an animal handling or a history or a medicine check.
Probably gonna go with medicine, but yeah, we're gonna go with medicine. And that is an 18.
Very nice. Yeah, as you kind of hold this feather in your hands, the first thing you notice is that it actually isn't fully black. Toward the end of the feather, maybe the last like 15% or so, the last few inches of the feather, it actually fades from black into a crimson red. And you realize that this is the feather of a kenku.
I'm gonna start looking around, seeing if I'm being followed. Who's there?
You look around, you look up, you peek into alleyways and around corners, but if there's a Kenku nearby, it's not letting itself be found. And we're going to move on to our next person's individual scene. Who would like to go next?
I'll go.
Oh, okay.
Also, what is it? What is a kinku?
Kenku is like a bird person, kind of like the bird counterpart to a Leonin, almost.
Okay.
Are they the ones that live in Reese?
Rise, but yes.
Rise.
Oh, they're scary looking.
Yeah, they're kind of spooky.
Truly one of my favorite D&D races out there. I think they're super cool.
Yeah,
But we are going on to Aerie. Aerie, as you arrive at your family's estate, you enter in through that palatial front door and into the entryway, and you can hear your father's voice echoing through the halls, coming from the sitting room, the place where, if there's a discussion to be had, that's almost always going to be taking place in there. But you can hear his voice kind of echoing, not terribly far away, but kind of coming from that room.
I'm gonna make my way to that room just to let him know that I have arrived back home safely.
As you approach, you can hear that there's like a tone of shock and even maybe like disbelief in his voice. And your mother is very clearly trying to soothe him, and you hear some of this as you're kind of getting to the door. You hear him say, "I cannot believe she's out there right now. Who knows what could happen, Cleo?" And you hear your mother say, "I know, Heros, but this is what she signed up for. And it's not as though she isn't trained. You hired the best swordsman in the city to tutor her, after all." "I know that, but she's just gone? She didn't even stop to say goodbye, or let us know or anything, just poof, and out into the dunes to who knows where." Do you
Wait,
stick
that's
your...
not true. I said bye to them in the morning on my way to getting breakfast.
That's correct. uh,
That part I remember, the searching for breakfast, my journey to get breakfast.
the true narrative of this story for sure.
Airy
Um,
eating.
do you stick your head in?
Of course. Mom, Dad, I'm home.
Oh,
And I'm safe.
immediately just like a wave of relief and shock and everything just comes over both of their faces. They surge toward you, pulling you into like a double bear hug, kissing your forehead and your ears, and just like checking your eyes and shrieking at your shoulder temporarily, and like looking at all these things. And your father notices that your sword is missing, and he just looks terrified. Um, Eventually, though, your mother relents, and she rushes out of the room to get a servant to go prepare a snack for you, while your father pulls you onto a nearby couch and sits down and says, "I mean, Ari, I was so worried. I, are you okay? Is everything, what happened? Are you all right?"
I'm perfectly fine. There was a lot of things that happened, but really I'm in dire need of a shower.
"I would say so. Your smell is rare.
I appreciate that, Dad. But I'm
I
home. I'm safe and sound. Don't pay any attention to this tear in my shoulder. Everything's fine. Um, I believe I got completely healed, so I shouldn't have anything but maybe a scar. Correct?
That's
Or
correct.
is that not how it works? Okay.
No, you should be good.
Yes. So I am completely fine. It was fun. Everybody, the whole team was just so much fun to be around. And it was just such an adventurous time, and I can't wait to go and do it again, but I can smell myself and I feel like I really need a shower, Dad. And there's just sand all in my
Oh,
hair
oh
and
yes,
everywhere.
I can see. Yes, and as you say, doing it again, you just see like horror just like in his face, like just painted a mask of horror over his face when you say like, I'm gonna go do it again. Um, and he just like he just like takes your hands in his and just squeezes them, not hard, but just gently, and just really cherishing you. And he says, I am so proud of you that you went and did this and you were brave and that you're strong and in the prime of your life, and it's just wonderful. And you know, we should go on a trip, Ari. That's what we should. We should go on a trip, you and me.
Like a vacation?
Yeah, like when you were a little girl and I took you around. I've never taken you to Folgaros. You've always wanted to go see the Oasis, and maybe we could go there, or Rise. See if we could get permission to scale the cliffs. You've always wanted to do that.
It sounds
I
like so much fun.
I don't want you to feel like you have to do this scraptic thing. You and I could go on adventures instead. My little girl.
Oh, Dad. I would love to talk about going on a vacation and going on our own adventures and everything, but I have to be back in the morning tomorrow. I can't let my team down.
Yeah. He kind of nods, and you see just like the smallest tear appear in one of his eyes and wipes it away. Yeah, I understand. You have to gotta get back there and take care of business.
Think of all the wonderful things that I might be able to find and bring back to our store.
Yeah, I you're right. You're right. A sorcerer just like me in my younger days. So yeah, I and he stands up, and you see him turn, and he places a hand over his mouth, and he says, excuse me, and he leaves.
The way that I know we're playing a fantasy game is we have a loving and concerned father who just wants to spend time with his daughter.
That's rude. My dad was really nice and wanted to do stuff with me.
I'm just speaking broadly.
Wow.
I'm just speaking broadly.
My dad is a great dad.
my dad's fine. He's very
Bingo.
my dad's very emotionally unavailable.
Oh, my dad's not. My
You know,
mom,
boomers. Boomer parents.
though. It
Hashtag
had nothing to
booms.
say. I'm just like Filipinos.
Boomers.
Good night, Dad. I'm gonna go hop in the shower now.
You head off to get into a well-earned shower, and our proverbial camera kind of zooms away. Who would like to go next?
I'll go next.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of jump forward in time a little bit here for yours, Soup/Rain.
Okay.
You get home fairly
I'm
quickly. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was just making a joke. We're time traveling.
I get time traveling. You get home fairly quickly. You don't live very far from the headquarters, and so you're, down the block and into your house like almost immediately after you hand your stuff into bits and bobs. You wake up the next morning, and your sister and her wife and their kids are like already outside. You come out of your bedroom, freshly bathed, I'm sure, and there's like a small breakfast prepared for you. And after you finish, you head outside, and you see your sister leaning up against the stone fence that encloses their backyard. It's like maybe waist high or so. And she kind of like leans over to you as you approach, and she says, "You're back soon." It must have gone really well or really bad. Which is it? You look mostly alive.
Um, well, yes, is the answer to your question.
Hmm.
It went good, and we did find this interesting orb. And I'm really excited to learn a lot more about it because I'm not really sure what it is or what it does, and I've never seen anything like it. And I don't think I could quite read the magic on it, but my magic also made it come alive. Oh yeah, but then the orb did also summon this weird creature out of this supposedly locked door. And then the because of obviously you've done these missions before and you've been to the hex several times. The glass window holding up the sand, yeah, so it kind of we kind of made it break, and then the hex became buried, completely buried underneath the sand. So, you know, there were ups and downs, but I'm really really excited to go back to Peggy and see if she's learned anything about this device that we found, because I I'm very intrigued. But yeah, I took a few tumbles. You know, it's like how it was growing up. My physical prowess is not my strong suit, so but I think I did pretty good with my magic. I killed like a lot of robots when they came out of the walls. That was like really scary.
Okay,
But yeah,
okay.
I'm alive.
uh, so, um, I okay. So, fun story. That was cool, but like, what really happened though? Because that what you just said is insane. So, that was fun and cool, but like, I mean, like you said, I've been to the Hex a bunch of times, so like, I know that there's no like crazy robots or anything like that that are going to attack people or anything, and like. You said that someone was in like the vault door that no one can open. So again, like that was a fun story, but like what really happened? Did you guys get some good stuff or what?
No, I'm telling you the truth. Like,
She just stares at you blankly. I I don't know. um
mm, I mean, I guess I don't know what to tell you.
you f-
That's what happened.
you
And I
found
mean,
you found like what's the you said like a device that has a like a crystal on it, like an orb or something on it?
yeah, it was really interesting, and I was looking at it, and I can't believe no one's ever found it before, because it was really just sitting there on the desk, the console at the front
The
that
front.
I'm sure
Yeah.
has been searched several times.
Like right
But
underneath the glass.
yeah, yeah,
And
it was
this
it was mhm.
and this thing like it's old and like the device is like all like rusty or beaten up or something.
Yeah, no, not this device. It wasn't rusty. I think it looked it looked out of place, I think.
She she looks like deeply concerned. Um and like maybe even like a hint of like jealous. Um Ray, this is serious. Like I'm not even sure exactly what to say. Congratulations, of course,
Thank you.
but also be careful. Something like this, I mean, that thing could be dangerous, whether the device itself or just like the notoriety that you could get from being the one who found it. Like, you remember what it was like after I found that factory sealed power conditioner, right? I got jumped walking
Yeah,
home back in
yeah.
Fulguros like 3 different times after I found that thing.
Yeah, but then you got to buy that really nice house over by the Oasis, so I think
That's
like
true.
that's okay.
Yeah, I can sort of like if I get jumped Rain, I can handle it. If you get jumped, I mean, like, your magic's strong. Don't get me wrong. I know that it is, but just like, just watch out for yourself, okay? And she, like, kind of, I mean, she walks away, and it's like you get like she's kind of like frustrated and also like a little fearful for you. Not fearful of you, but just like afraid kind of for you. Um, as Alara leaves, Ash, her wife, stands up and walks over, um, looking kind of concerned. Her lizard folk eyes are wide, quite different than they normally are. The slits dilated beneath that smooth green skin of her eye ridges. Rain, trust your instincts. Ilara isn't like you and I. I love her, but she thinks like the edge of her halberd. Exacting, definitive, brown or green. We know that the world, magic, fate, all of it means that nothing is ever so two-sided. She sighs and leans against the fence, looking at her kids roughhousing. If you get the sense that something takes a turn, just trust yourself. Okay?
Yes, I know, Ash. Thank you. So hard trying to connect with Alara sometimes, and I really appreciate you being here for me.
When you head back inside, you notice that Alara's albert is gone from its spot on the wall above the couch where she keeps it when she's not using it. And Alara is nowhere in the house. And our camera zooms away and over to our final individual scene here with Tully. Tully, you don't have far to go once you've handed in your scrap. Of course, you just walk upstairs and over to the apartment that's attached to the headquarters. When you arrive home, you find your father sitting at the kitchen island, 7 or 8 bowls of oatmeal stacked around him, now fully solidified. He looks over at you as you enter. EJ is nowhere in sight at all.
Dad, I'm home.
What in the how? It's Tully. What? 2 days? Did you? What happened? You get lost?
No, we made it. We made it to the Hex.
Wow, good time.
Yeah.
What? You just took a couple of pictures and came back?
No, Dad, you wouldn't believe there was defense bots.
Yeah, he's surprised by that. Tully, I was on the team that deactivated those about 60 years back. Those, I mean, what? You're saying there was like a herd of them out in the desert or something?
No, they came out of the portholes in the walls, just like you had told me they would for you. They were definitely active.
Someone reactivated the fabricator holes? Why?
I had no idea, but we did okay. They sent me out with three new scraptics, and they they were they were good. I think that maybe they they could be my friends.
He kind of pushes himself away from the island on a stool and kind of leans back on it, um, and says, "Wow, that's great." Uh, he kind of shakes his head and sits back down on the stool and pushes himself off of it and grabs his cane and kind of stiffly walks around the other side of the island, um, his face being temporarily blocked by the tower of oatmeal. Um, I I wonder why someone would reactivate the fabricators. I mean, we've been sending teams to the Hex forever, and some of those cars further down the procession are pretty dangerous. But I mean, all the early stuff, like that's all, I mean, entry level, low risk kind of scrapping that people go to do there in that storeroom. I don't understand why. I mean, like that kind of thing's dangerous. It wouldn't be a prank or something, or if it is, it's an awfully bad one.
It seemed that there were too many of them to have been a prank or something like that. And we fought, I believe, 4 groups of them.
Goodness. Okay, well, hopefully you got something good out of it at least. Uh, what'd you come back with?
We got obviously the pieces from the bots, and then we got some mechanisms from a door, but we also on the way back we got these.
And he holds up the 2 sapphires with a huge grin on his face.
Oh man, his face lights up. I mean, like the 4th of July. Oh my good. Oh man, we're gonna have warm showers for a month.
He
This is
tosses one of them over to the dad to see that they're real, like solid.
Yeah, he lifts his cane with those little like claw grabbers on the bottom of it and just like definitely like grabs it out of the air as you toss it over. Oh my goodness. And with a flick of the wrist, like a jeweler's eyeglass thing like drops onto his right eye and he closes his left and like peers at the sapphire. My goodness, this is quite a find. And you found this in the hex? That's amazing.
No, these were on the way back. So there's a couple of things that I saw that I thought maybe I'd ask you about. Before we get to the stones, when we were in the engine compartment, there were 2 boxes underneath the console in the front. You remember it?
Uh I mean, you see him thinking, I no, Tully, I'm sorry, I don't. I mean, it's been 20 years since the last time I went on a mission, let alone to somewhere as low profile as the Hacks.
I figured. Well, there were 2 boxes underneath that started sparking and blew the glass out of the front of the engine. The hex is under sand now.
So you're telling me that the fabricators reactivated, the glass shield got sabotaged, and now the thing you went to go in like search for scrap is unreachable? What?
Yeah.
There's something you're not telling me. And I mean, he looks at you like a parent looks at you when they know you're full of shit. Looks at you like when they know you're full of shit. That's the expression. Like he fucking knows. He doesn't know what he knows, but he knows that you know something you're not telling him.
Dad, you can't tell Peggy.
What the fuck am I gonna tell Peggy? I live in this apartment with an oatmeal conveyor belt. What are you talking about? What'd you find?
Listen, Tully's dad went to all this. He's got to know.
The vault opened.
Now that's okay. That's good.
And someone was inside.
And he like bangs a fist on the island like he's being vindicated. Like I fucking knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. He picks up a bowl of oatmeal and starts eating it.
Ooh. Well, now it's your turn. What are you not telling me?
I have had theories for decades that there's some way to open those fucking doors and ain't nobody listening to me. And now somebody figure out how to do it and they're holed up in there. And I bet there's some kind of something that lets them turn those fabricators on and they turned them on like guard dogs or whatever. That's my theory.
Hmm. So you think that they maybe have a device of some sort to activate?
I mean, maybe a device to activate it or something that lets them open the door and close the door or something like that, probably have to be like the size that could fit in your hand. It couldn't be too bulky or something like that. Something that would have like a ability to trigger something remotely. Yeah, I mean, I got all kinds of theories for sure. But I mean, if y'all sunk that train into the sand, I mean, whoever was lit in that vault is buried alive because that vault was attached to the side of that train. So I mean, there ain't no coming back from that unless they're gonna burrow their way out. And you know how bad sand sharks are; like they're gonna get eaten before they even get to the surface.
And you don't think that there would be another entrance to the vault?
I mean, there are other like hard to access places that people call vaults, but not. I mean, not that I know of.
We did see something. Peggy thought it wasn't anything serious, but where we found the sapphires, there was a hoodoo that was letting out cold air and then hot air from the top of it.
He just waves a hand and says, "Yeah, weird desert bullshit, whatever."
I don't think it was weird desert bullshit. What if it was an exhaust system of some kind for the vault?
I mean, how close was it to the vault?
Not terribly close, but we
Yeah,
don't know
but
how big the vault is.
I mean, but come on. I mean, come on, Tully. Like, how close was it? I mean, was it like within a couple 100 feet, or was it miles and miles away?
How close was it?
Miles and miles and miles
Oh, okay.
away. Like, yeah, a long ways.
You're right. I just can't shake that it was something odd there. But
I
one of the
mean,
other pillars,
odd for sure.
one of the other pillars disintegrated, and that's where we found the sapphires.
And you said it was letting out different temperature air or whatever.
Rapidly and hot enough air that you couldn't be close to it.
Sounds like an active magma pool maybe beneath it ate through a spring of water or something that was letting off the cool air and then it superheated it into steam and that's what made it hot. I mean, like there's lots of things down that happen beneath the sand that are weird and wild. I mean, you could take one of my geographers out next time and look down a couple 100 feet and there's all kinds of weird shit going on.
That makes sense. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
I mean, did Peggy ever tell you about the guy who pissed his pants?
uh,
He said a giant bird made a water flew into him because he was thirsty.
yeah, I remember.
Right. Isn't it weird that his pants smelled like piss?
Well, that was all that happened. We tried to call out to the person that came out from the vault, but they took off.
Well, yeah, I can understand that. I mean, you come into somebody's house unexpectedly and they see you there and they get scared and they head back inside. Perfectly normal. But I mean, also, again, like if y'all sink that thing down into the sand, whoever that is, I mean, they might not be dead yet, but they will be soon.
Mm. Wasn't intentional. It just
I mean, Tully, shit happens in the desert. You gotta just accept that things are gonna go, good, bad, and ugly sometimes.
Yeah. Well, Peggy wants us to meet up in the morning. I think we're going to be going out again as a team.
Sounds like a plan to me, especially if you got some young whippersnappers to, take care of some of the load, then that's a pretty good plan.
Yeah.
You're sure there's not anything you're not telling me?
No, that was.
Deception check.
Uh,
Yeah, that's right.
Oh my God, I'm sure trying.
He's gonna roll insight against you. He's gonna roll insight against you.
Okay.
Ugh.
My deception is not good.
You got a dirty 20.
Oh, I got
Oh,
an 8.
God.
Tully, what'd you find?
well,
And we can skip ahead there as you tell him everything. I think we can agree. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
Is that good? Is that good? Okay.
I don't know if that's good, but
you know your theory about a key that would fit in the palm of your hand. It would be something that they made that would activate everything.
Yeah, and I fucking nail it.
It might not be a theory, Dad.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. Good old dad, always about 12 steps ahead. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right. With that, of course, we sort of skipped around in time a little bit on that, but with that, the night has ended. All of you back home in your beds. You sleep soundly, restlessly, or for some of you, maybe not so much. Whatever you might imagine sitting at the corners of your eyes as you try to relax soon fades away. And then soon, too soon, light begins to filter into your various bedrooms. You meet back up outside of the entrance hall to the Draketh South Scraptic Coalition's headquarters. The four of you reunited now in the cool morning light. Do you say anything to each other, or are we just heading straight in?
good morning.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
I brought enough breakfast for everyone if nobody had a chance to grab anything on their way out.
Ah, nice.
Oh, I don't usually eat in the morning. Thank you. I'll have this.
Ari,
We
what'd
should
you
do
bring
food.
everyone?
Just some pastries.
Wow.
Pastries?
Easily the most delicious thing like any of you have ever eaten.
Ooh, Daddy, my favorite.
Incredible. Yeah, coming from like one of the most affluent homes in the city. It's like, dessert chef working 24/7 to make scones or whatever.
I also brought some hot dog bread if you'd rather that, Rain. Oh, wait, no. I forget if Rain is vegan, vegetarian. I can't remember. Is she? Am I making that up? I think I'm making that up.
She's a dragon.
Yeah.
I'm a dragon.
I'm making it up
I'll
in my
be eating
brain.
anything.
I love the idea of like a vegetarian dragonborn though. Vegan
Yeah.
dragonborn sounds awesome.
Can you
That might have
imagine?
been a thought I had where I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
that'd be so funny.
For sure. Is there anything that you guys want to do before you head inside? Well, again, I always like to ask.
No, I'm good.
So,
Does anyone tell the group what they told
Insight
their
check.
respective... On who for?
On Tully.
Okay, why?
just based on kind of his silence and such and wanting to just get straight to business.
Okay. Tully, I'm gonna have you make man. I mean, I think it's got to be deception. You guys can roll against each other.
I mean, really, like I don't think that Tully would honestly like hide it if he was asked. Just because like his dad is kind of like a legend in the guild, so it would kind of make sense for him to like. I just don't think he would like blurt it out and be like, "Oh yeah, I told my dad," you know. But like, if he was asked about it, he'd be like,
Yeah.
I talked to him to get a second opinion.
I think then we've got to do Elson rolling at disadvantage because it's not being volunteered. He's not, Tully's not been asked directly, or anything like
that. Natural 1.
Natural 1. Perfect.
Oh.
11.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, Tully seems like maybe he's just like a little asleep. That's what I'll say, and that's kind of the vibe that you're getting. He's just a little tired.
All right. Kind
of a thing. Okay. As the group of you head into the main hall, you're supposed to look for Tyler, Peggy's younger, or not younger son, her son, I should say. Tyler's the guy who just can't for the life of him get back out into the field, of course, because of his horrible injury that he had. Horrible injury. But as you walk in, Ari, you see an older half-elven man leaning against the entrance to the headquarters, Great Hall. He has dirty blonde hair, kind of cut short, and he has soft, pointed ears standing out against the razor-cut sides of his hair. He's wearing a green tabard over a set of armor, a short beard beneath equally green eyes. A gauntleted hand rests steadily on the pauldron of a longsword on his left hip. Ari, this is your sword tutor, Anthony Green. But you've never seen him anywhere but your family's estate's courtyard for your lessons in swordsmanship.
How do I address a previous tutor person? Like, is there a proper way?
I mean, isn't he still technically your tutor?
Yes, but I mean, like, is there like a sign of respect in this world where you're supposed to have, like, how do you address an actual?
Oh, I mean, that's a wonderful question. I think that you get to invent that for us. How would you like to have that greeting go?
I guess I can just call him Master Green.
Okay. When he hears that call out, he kind of jumps a little and turns around and smiles warmly at you and says, "Why, hello, Ari. It's nice to see you. I've missed our session this week while you've been out and away."
I've missed you too. Hopefully we can get another session in when I get back from my next mission. What are you doing here?
My services were requested by none other than Peggy herself.
Oh, Aunt Peggy asked you to come in. She must have a very special mission.
Something like that. I don't believe that my duties will have me anywhere outside of the city's perimeter, thankfully, but it does seem like my skill set is needed here.
Are the rest of us hearing this conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I assumed you wanted to comment.
No, but Elson is definitely not suspicious isn't the right word, but like definitely alert now that a apparently master of his craft has been summoned by Peggy conveniently right after the revelation of the thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, are you trying to like make a check or anything like that? Which I'm open to.
Suppose Elson will kind of step up and introduce himself. And did any ideas on what it is you'll be doing here from here within Draketh?
Oh my gosh, Master Green, I am so sorry. I'm so rude. Please meet my team.
He
Not thank all
smiles
of you.
warmly at each one of you and gives a nod in turn as Elson has stepped forward. He extends a hand toward Elson to shake your hand and says, Master Leonin, I've heard many things about the Bright Main Pride, and I think that I speak for everyone in Draketh when I say that we are quite honored that you've chosen to take up residence here.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, and it's a pleasure to meet you as well. Word of your skill set has certainly reached us as well. Uh, certainly, it certainly comes to my attention that your skill set would be summoned on such short notice.
I find myself in a position where my schedule is quite open and my coin purse perhaps emptier than I would normally prefer. So when Peggy asks for my assistance with coin in hand, I rarely find myself able to say no. And he smiles at both of you.
All right.
It's nice to meet you. Tully Stornstock. I'm part of the team as well.
He shakes your hand and says, Yes, Tully. I know you well, of course, through Peggy and your father. He and I used to get up to some adventuring of our own.
Sounds about right for him.
Rain Silvax, nice to meet you.
Miss Silvax, an honor to meet you as well. I've heard that you have some familiarity with the Oasis in Fulguros.
Yes, it's where I did my training and studying as a acolyte, sage, one of those. I forgot which background I chose.
Oh, you're so good. He smiled.
um,
Oh, go ahead.
and my sorcery training as well.
He smiles and says, "Well, I shan't get on your bad side as long as I am able to do so. But, Ari, I don't want to keep you. I think that you're probably here to see, Peggy, I would assume, for some kind of assignment. So I'll simply take my leave of you and let you get on with your day."
Yes, we're getting our second assignment. I am so excited. But when I get back, I don't know if you can help me, but I seem to have lost my short sword and will need to acquire a new one or make a new one, whichever.
He nods somewhat solemnly and says, "Yes, we'll have to go to your father's trade market and get some materials to forge a new one, but we'll get it done."
Sounds good. Have a good day, Master Green. It was good to see you.
Pleasure to
As
meet
well.
you.
As you head a little further in, Rain, you see Alara. She's leaning against a staircase, one of the ones that leads up to the balcony where Peggy does her announcements from. She has her halberd kind of perched in one hand, its lethal looking head towering up high above her. Not like she's going to hit anyone, strike anyone, just like she's kind of relaxing with it, so to speak. She is in full combat garb, a dazzling tangle of vibrantly colored cords pulled over her shoulders and wrapped around her body and arms and legs. She sees you approaching and smiles.
Alara, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? You didn't tell me.
I know I promised to only do work for the North Side Scraptics, so you could keep the South Side for yourself. But this was a special request, right from Peggy herself. Couldn't say no.
Yeah, I'm still pretty scared of Peggy, so I don't think I could say no either. So
Make an insight check,
yeah.
and the DC for this is going to be 6. Pretty low.
Wait, do I? What is my? That's a D20, right?
Yep.
Nine.
9. Yeah, good. That's more than enough because you know her really well, so your insight checks against her are really like low DCs. You only had to beat a 6. So she says, or as you kind of hear her say like special request right from Peggy, couldn't say no. there's an edge of competitiveness to her voice that you've heard before, but you've never heard it directed at you. That's what I'll say.
See. Yeah, well, I guess if the order comes from Peggy, can't say no.
You cannot. That's true. Gotta do it. She kind of like licks her dragonborn lips just a little bit, and you see her like slide her tongue against one of those big spiky teeth inside of her mouth. And she kind of like head nods at you toward Peggy's office.
Where, I know any of the details of your mission, or is it very top secret?
So top secret. Can't say anything.
Dang.
Yeah.
But I told you everything about mine. That seems pretty unfair.
Yeah, really unprofessional of you.
Wait, are we hearing all this?
Yeah, I would say so.
Rain, what do you mean that you told her everything?
I
Rain.
sister. And she knows everything about me. She knows when I lie. I can't lie to her.
That's correct. She cannot. Also, nice to meet everybody. Just, it's cool to see them.
Elson,
Oh,
how tall? How tall is what's her name?
Ilara.
How tall is she compared
I
to
don't know.
Elson?
probably taller.
Elson's 7 feet.
Okay, maybe not that tall.
uh,
Well, I don't know, like the max height a dragon can be. She big.
I'd say probably like 6'8", I would
Yeah.
think. Dragonborn,
Close.
max height.
Yeah, I
Let
think
me-
6'8".
Let me Google really fast. Over 6 feet. Some reaching as tall as 7 feet. But
Ooh.
that's pretty.
Let's go a
But
good 6'10".
6'10", dang big.
Okay, well, Elson is still 2 inches taller, and he's going
Yeah.
to approach.
Yeah, Elson's
And he's going to approach
just barely taller.
and kind of put on his big lion, not trying to be mean, but like his big, like, you're kind of treating
Puffing out
Rain
his
like
chest.
little sister energy. I think it's only fair, considering everything that your sister went through yesterday, both for you and for Draketh and all of this community, if you're as honest with her and with us as she's been with you.
Your choice of intimidation or persuasion.
Oh, persuasion, I get +4. Let's give that a whirly gig. Dice, you're a very good girl. 19.
Pretty ballsy move for someone that you
19.
just met who happens to be a sister to Rain.
That 2 inches was what got me.
That's what he said.
She also got a 19. So we are gonna roll off. So
We're gonna
one
roll.
more for each of us.
Same roll.
Damn.
Same roll.
22.
She only got an 11 that time.
Dang.
So she's been persuaded.
Correct. She was leaning against that stairwell, and now she's not. And she, as much as she can, like, lifts up toward Elson. And you're not very far apart height-wise. And she just says, I took a job, the details of which are not your concern. What I'll tell you is that it involves all of you. And that's all I'm saying. Go
Well-
talk to Peggy.
Well, and Halson.
Halson,
Freudian
Daddy
slip.
Halson.
Freudian slip. Halson, wow, I did it again. Elson.
Elson.
Kind of, puts his arm back almost like he's stretching, but definitely kind of like grazes against his sword and makes very firm eye contact and says, "We'll decide how involved you are in what we're doing."
You see a glimmer of fire begin to appear in the back of her throat.
And you hear Elson growl.
They're both
And-
2 feet taller than me, so Tully's like this.
Yeah, how tall is it? I think I'm only 5'8", so I'm just like, I'm getting kind of scared. Can you guys calm down? It's getting pretty tense. Come on, like we're all friends, we're all family here. Like, there's no need for all of that.
And then while he does that, he's just going to take a big bite out of the pastry that Ari gave him.
Boy.
Oh, do you have another one of those? Or
I do. Hold on.
Elson is going to stare daggers at Ari.
Sweet or savory?
She takes it from you and she's like, "Oh, thank you so much. It's so thoughtful." And then she like looks back at Elson and like all of you hear
Who's Elson? He's a big kitty at heart.
all of you hear Peggy's voice kind of ring out from above you. "All right, kids. You made quick work of that last little assignment, but before I have you go off gallivanting through the sandy hills of paradise out there, I gotta make sure you're actually ready." She says, she leans over the balcony up above you, a look in her eyes that is one half maniacal and one half all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Great visual.
Those two and one other special guest are here to help me out, test your mettle, push you to your limits, cut your teeth. As she says this, you watch a field of blue energy erupt from a tiny device in the middle of the floors. In the middle of the floor, I should say. A dome of light expanding until it rushes past you, seems to line the floor, walls, and every surface of the Great Hall. No killing blows. That little toy there will make sure of that, which means that there's also no need to hold back. You look around and see Anthony draws his sword and takes up a fencing pose, while Alara spins the halberd and levels it toward your group. Aunt Peggy withdraws a small metallic sphere from one pocket and a glowing cube from another. She tosses them both through the air toward your party, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
Whee!
Ooh.
But that's what we're going to do at the beginning of the next session, because that is where we are going to leave it for this one.
Womp
damn it.
womp.
My God.
I want to reveal the battle map just because we didn't have a chance to get to it today, but we will get to it first thing next time.
Dang.
Nice.
Wow.
I've got
I'm just
little,
gonna roll
Oh my
just because I
God.
want to know what I would have gotten.
I've got little bits and bobs all over the place, no pun intended. For some fun extra elements, let's say. Sorry to make our audience at home look at a big gray cube for most of the session this evening. Sorry about that, everybody. We
Oh,
just
that's
didn't quite
how
get
it
there
happens.
timing-wise.
That is how it happens. So are we rolling now, or do you want us to roll? Are we rolling first thing?
No, we'll roll first thing next
Okay.
time for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All I got was 11.
You'll get a do-over in a few weeks.
That's right. That's right.
Let's see if
Well,
Admiral's out.
for me, before everybody kind of heads back to their respective channels and kind of signs off for the evening, thanks everybody for being here. Really appreciate you taking the time and listening along or following along. And, like I said last time, please share these streams and the videos on demand, the VODs, as much as you can, ad nauseum, forever and ever. Amen. And try to share this story with as many people as you can. Like we said, we're really excited. I think we've had a pretty good first couple of sessions, I would say. And we're excited to keep going. I know I am, at least.
Yay!
Yeah.